everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you are all well. Today is going to be our final session on our forest chapter for Guardians of the Planet. And we are going to look today at Would Like to Meet and then Paper Saver. Okay, so we've learned a lot about the effects that trees have and forests have on the environment, and more that the destruction of the trees and the deforestation only has a bad effect on the trees, but it's all of the surrounding effects that it has on the environment, which is really bad. So let's look more at what we've got here. So, would like to meet. Take a trip to a local wood or forest. Be prepared to be amazed. Compared to your local survey of your street trees, you're about to enter a wooded wonderland. Visit tips. There's no better way to get up close and personal to nature than a forest visit. Many countries have protected areas of forests. In the United States, National Park Week is in April. It sees free administration, so it means that you can go to them for free, into the country parks and local areas. Now, luckily for us, in a lot of our countryside, it is free. We don't have to pay for that, and we're really, really lucky. So yeah, definitely we can get ourselves out there, can't we? Now it's free, but we need to make sure that we protect the area. So these are the things that we need to do. Don't litter, and if you see anyone else litter, pick it up carefully and put it in the nearest litter bin. The forest thanks you for that. Stay on signed paths and trails so you don't trample on any wild plants. Staying off course can get you in lots of trouble very quickly. So not only is it quite dangerous because you won't know where you're going, it's also got animals that might live there and creatures that don't want you trampling on them. 3, don't snap branches or pull off live leaves. If you want a souvenir of your visit, take a photo and make a rubbing of a leaf or bark. That's so important because I think without realising, some people do sort of snap twigs off trees and pick leaves off trees. And those trees, if those leaves, if they're on the tree, they need to stay on the tree, okay? Because they do a really important job, as we know. Find something at the park's gift shop. Any money spent or donated there tends to go towards keeping the forest intact and healthy. Okay, so make sure we're sort of using our money wisely. Forest fires is what we spoke about before. A natural phenomena like lightning starts some forest fires, but many are caused by humans. In 2017, a study using the Forest Service statistics found that 1.2 million fires were caused by people. Some were started deliberately, so that means on purpose, and I don't know why you do that. Other common causes are bonfires, getting out of control, campfires and littering. Fires can spread very quickly, killing creatures and destroying vast amounts of trees. A fire in Portugal in 2017 killed as many as 30 trees, not 300, not 3,000, not 30,000, 30 million trees. Never light a fire underneath trees or bushes. Campfires should always be burnt in open areas and kept small and supervised. That means watched all of the time. That's so important. And children, you should not be doing that on your own. You need to have an adult there. Okay. Paper Saver. We've talked a lot about saving paper, and it's really, really promoted across our government because we have our paper bins, don't we? So, Paper Saver. People use a phenomenal, which means a lot, amount of paper, often without thinking about it. This has a big impact on the environment as new paper is produced mostly from trees at a rapid, so that means at a fast pace. Paper costs. A typical person in Europe uses around 160 kilograms of paper every year. Much of it is in the form of packaging, tissues and toilet paper, as well as paper bags. A single mature tree can make as many as 700 bags, which sounds a lot, but a busy supermarket can use them up in 1 hour. Most paper is produced using large amounts of energy and chemicals too. In fact, it takes around 5 to 10 litres of water, when we talked about water pollution, to make 1 sheet of A4 paper. So if you've got one of those in front of you, it takes 5 to 10 litres of water to make one of those, while the wood and paper industry is thought to consume 4% of the world's energy. Now, 4% out of 100 doesn't seem a lot, but if it's the whole world's energy, that is massive. Cut down on paper. So let's have a look at how we can do that. You probably already recycle some paper at home or at school, but be vigilant and try to recycle even more. There are also many things that you can do to reduce paper consumption. 1, view magazines online. 2, buy books on recycled paper and buy toilet paper on recycled paper. 3, use your local library when you want to read something exciting instead of buying the book yourself. Or buy the book between friends so you can all share it. See if your printer at home or school can print on both sides rather than printing on one side. This will save paper. Convince your household to use a whiteboard to make notes instead of scribbling on paper. That's a good idea. Get used to carrying a washable fabric handkerchief to reduce the amount of paper towels and tissues you use to blow your nose. If your home receives a lot of junk mail, ask your parents to look into cancelling it. Cut up old paper into smaller sized sheets, punch holes in them in one corner and tie together with string to make a recyclable notepad. It's a good idea. More than 4 times as much paper is produced today as there were 40 years ago, which is amazing because you think the amount of technology that we have now, we wouldn't really need that amount of paper, but obviously we do. We use lots and lots and lots. Okay, so that's our chapter there about our trees and woodland. What I will do, I've just noticed that we've got plant a tree. I will do the plant a tree story tomorrow, and then I will also finish the session off with our Friday news round, which is probably going to be a Wednesday news round. Okay, everyone. Lovely to see you again, and I will see you very shortly for Friday's reading session. Bye.